Hi everyone, this is Dr. Dan Poopery, and I'm going to show you how we can install R on your computer for BME 245L. If you have not installed R previously, you can follow these instructions. I'm actually doing this on my Mac Mini computer to make sure I can do it on here, so you should be able to follow along. So if we just go to R, the link here is for RStudio. And so what you have to do though is we have to install R first and then RStudio, but we can do that from the RStudio website. So we're going to be at this website, we're going to go to download. We're going to choose the free version for sure, just this RStudio desktop, and go to download. Okay, it already recognizes that I'm on a Mac, so it'll want me to download that for Mac. If you wanted to do Windows, the link's down here, it would show up there when you need it. But I'm going to make sure I install R first. That's the first thing we have to do, install R. So I'm going to click on this link. It will take me to the R website, the CRAN network. And so again, if you're doing Windows, you can click here. When you're installing R for Windows, I just want to make sure I send you to the right place too. So you click on this R for Windows. You want to install this base package, the install for the first R for the first time. So you click on there. You click on that download R for Windows and it will download, and then you install when it's done downloading. But in this video, I'm going to focus on installing R for Mac. Okay, and so for Mac, it's a little bit different than Windows because Windows there's one version. Mac, there are two versions. There is one for older computers that are based on the Intel processor, and one for newer computers that are based on the Apple processors like M1 and things like that. So I can go to and show you that I have one of the super old ones, and it's a Intel processor on here. So I have to download this package here. If you have a newer Mac, you probably have the M1 and you want to use this one. So I'm going to click on that to download. And so we're going to go ahead and install. And you'll have to go through this OK and the about. We're just going to skip through that. We'll even have to accept the license agreement. Now I even have to enter my password in here. So you just keep doing all these things to get the software installed. So I wanted to jump over to Windows real quick so I can show you. Sometimes there are some permission issues you might have. So I downloaded the Windows installer for R 4.1 and I want to run it. And it gives me a warning that says full R installation requires administrator privileges, which I don't have on this account. So what I need to do is exit setup, and I right click and I have to say run as administrator. And what you can't see is I am now typing in my admin username and password. And we don't get that error anymore. And so if that happens to you, I just wanted to show you how you can fix that. Okay, so it looked like R worked fairly well. And then I can destroy the installer and move it to trash. Okay, so we have R installed now. And so I can close out this tab. I'm going to go back to RStudio. Now we want to install RStudio. All right, when it's done downloading, we're going to go ahead and open it up. And so now I just want to make sure we install RStudio into our applications. Okay, and now we can go to the Finder and go to the applications. And we see that we have RStudio installed, so we can run it. All right, it appears to be working. We do get a warning that I haven't accepted the Xcode license yet. I don't think that really affects R running, but if we wanted to do this, we could run the terminal and do this. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that just in case. We'll bring back up our applications. And if you go to Utilities, there's a terminal. And we just need to put in that command. And so that was no big deal, but just in case you get the same error, I can close that out. Right, so this is how you know R is working. We have it up. You have Studio up. If you could do things that you'd normally do in R and it seems to work, set the value of X to 3, you're good to go.